Hello, ladies. I'm gonna wait till I get some more people in here, but today I wanted to talk about Pickme's and a conversation that I saw happening underneath. I think it was one of my videos, and or I saw it somewhere. I can't even remember now. But I wanted to talk about it because I saw a lot of women and they were calling like Meg Thee Stallion a pick me and stuff like that. And saying that Meg Thee Stallion was a pick me because she cooked Thanksgiving dinner and that's like a lot of work. And not to somebody that likes cooking, but I get what I guess what people were saying. But you know that she was a pick me for cooking the Thanksgiving dinner. She was a pick me for trying to advertise that she was a wife and all of this stuff. And the way she was behaving with Clay. And I just want to know, like, what standards do we have for pick-meism? Because I'm seeing a lot of women say that Meg Thee Stallion is a pick-me, and other women are a pick-me because they center their man. They will say like, oh, this man molded me to do such and such. But I want to know how come when we're talking about pick-me's and women accepting mistreatment by men, how come no one ever talks about Beyonce? Because if I feel like this, and I'm not calling any of these women pick-me's, mind you. You know, I have my own thoughts, of course, but I'm not calling nobody a pick-me. But if Meg Thee Stallion a pick-me, why wouldn't Beyonce be? Why do people pick and choose depending on if they like the person a lot or not, what they want to, call them and stuff like that? That's what I don't understand. Because I really don't believe in calling, well, I do call women pick me's, but I feel like I do it for like the most serious real offenses. But y'all let me know. I'm going to wait, for some more people to get in here, and I would love to hear y'all perspectives on this. About this. Like, what do y'all think? Yeah. So I get Jupnep's up here, so we'll start with her. And if you had something to say, Jupnep, you can go ahead.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Let me look at the prompt. Is Meg Thee Stallion a pick me? And if she is, wouldn't Beyonce be one too? A little bit. Yeah, I'd say Meg is a pick me, and Beyonce is definitely a pick me. But then again, in a way, I can't totally judge a woman for being a pick me. If you're willing to deal with your man's cheating, then if that's your relationship. If you like it, I love it. I'm not gonna, if that's your relationship. But I do think that women need to be careful when being pick me's, because I think it can put you in a really dangerous position, in a situation that's not the best. And I think and then I think, if you're a woman who has daughters, like what kind of image, is this the kind of image you want to present to your daughters? Do you want your daughters to, live in that kind of energy? And I think women need to think about that. But like I said, if Beyonce's willing to tolerate Jay-Z's cheating, that's her relationship. I wouldn't tolerate it, but it is what it is.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask you what you think. Can you answer to me what do you think that Meg Thee Stallion did that makes her pick me? I know you said about Beyonce, and I'm sure you mean the cheating. But what makes Meg Thee Stallion to pick me in your mind?
She was too. You could tell that she was crazier, that she was more excited about him, and that she was crazier about him than he was about her. And I just think in general, even if you really, really like a guy, I mean, you're absolutely bananas crazy about him, that as a woman, that you kind of got to hold back a little bit. That you can't be, it just doesn't work out when you're more enthused about him than he is about you. And I think her cooking Thanksgiving dinner for his family, and she, you don't have the wife title. I think that was a bit much. I mean, I could see her cooking for just the two of them, but to cook for his family, it was, I in a way, I felt I felt kind of bad for her, because I felt like she was trying to sell herself to him and to his family. And I'm like, no, you are a valuable woman. You don't have to sell and he should be able to see it, and his family should be able to recognize it. You don't have to sell yourself, or try to buy him and his family. They should see the kind of person you are, that you're a good woman, you're a good person. And I feel like she went a little bit overboard and was a little bit extra. But I mean, sometimes when you really like a guy, sometimes that happens.
Okay, all
She'll
right.
learn. She'll learn.
Okay, I got you. I mean, I have a response to that, but I'm gonna let Brown Sugar speak. I guess I don't understand how liking somebody too much. Now that may be misguided, but I don't see how they make you a pick me. And I don't see how cooking for somebody make you a pick me either. Once again, maybe that was a mistake that you made, but I think that when we just call everybody that do something that we don't like a pick me, then the real what's the word I'm looking for? The real the real power of the word begins to degrade, and it has no power because we just call everybody that. You see a woman, she done kissed her husband on the cheek. Oh my God, look at her being a pick me. Why would you be nice to him? Like, I just, you know what I mean? But that's just how I take it. But let me keep going though. That's how I feel too, Misty. But go ahead, Brown Sugar. Cause well, let me read what Misty said. Misty said, "Shouldn't people be excited about a new person in their life?" And she left them. Exactly. Like I don't know anybody who don't get with people and you're not excited. And I don't think that makes you a pick me. Her leaving is a definition of not being a pick me because pygmies would stay and deal with it just because she took a lot of L's to stand on her business of her morals. Because if she knew that if she announced that they broke up, that everybody was gonna revel in it and be happy about her downfall and drag her for the next 6 months. So she could have avoided that by not saying anything, but she didn't. She said, "You know what? He cheated on me. I got to go." So I think that is a definite definition of not being a pick me. But that's just my opinion. Go ahead, Brown Sugar.
Hey Trick, I don't know who it is, but someone has a lot of background noise. It's kind of hard to. Oh,
It's probably me,
it's
girl. I'm sorry. I'm in the kitchen. It's probably
it's
me.
me. No, it's actually me. I have a YouTube video playing.
Oh.
Is Meg is Meg the Stallion to pick me? And I would say I disagree. You kind of took the words out of my mouth. I would say that she's not a pick me because she chose herself in a relationship where in a situation where someone stays. Yes, she dates multiple men and she may record them. That may be something that she like to do. I may not decide to go that route. She wanted to cook for the dude. Oh well, I made them not decide to go that route or at least post it on the internet for people to critique and criticize. But one thing I will say, I don't think that she's a pick me because she has never let none of these dudes impregnate her in any other relationships that she's been in. She's a young woman. She is still growing. She is still learning. She's navigating life without her mother. I've never experienced that, so I can't imagine how that feels. But one thing I do know about Meg is that she chooses herself and she stands up for herself. She's very smart. Um, I wouldn't have moved in with the dude. Like I said, she's young, she's making mistakes, but I don't think that's a pick me. I think you become a pick me when you're willing to give yourself up to be in the company of a man, no matter what he does. Beyonce is definitely a pick me, hands down. There's no way around it. Beyonce has always been a pick me, and she's attached her brand to a man who disrespects her on a consistent basis. But because she's talented, she can sing, she can perform well, it goes under the radar. But I don't think Meg can be in that category. So I would have to disagree. I like Meg. I like what she stands for, and I like how she stands up for herself. And I think that takes courage. And even with all the harassment and bullying that she gets, she still keeps going and keeping her head up high. And yeah, so I don't think that she's a pick me.
All right, I got you, brown sugar. Sorry, you guys, I'm eating. Let me add this person up here. We'll see. Nate, you had something to say, sir? Let me set your timer, sir.
Yes, I have something to say. Is why do you think that Tory Lanez went to prison over Megan?
What?
That's not the
Here you
prompt.
go.
That's not the prompt.
Well, I'm getting to the prompt.
No, you're not.
I won't cast my pearls before swine. Bye.
Your mama's a
Bye.
swine. You ugly
Swine.
bastard.
Who are you calling
Your mama's
swine?
a swine.
You are the swine.
What an idiot.
I mean, I don't even understand. He talking about why do I think that Megan Thee Stallion went to prison over Tory Lanez, because Tory Lanez is the criminal. That, like, these Negroes, like, they're so delusional and they don't even make any sense. Like, I fear for so many black men. Like, they are so stupid. Like, I'm talking about, like, they could probably get a check. It's like actually terrifying how many black men are like remedial. And like when you speak to them, like you can hear how like intellectually stunted they are. Like they come up here like, what do you think about Megan Thee Stallion and Tory Lanez and why she not in jail? Maybe because the state didn't press charges on her because she didn't do anything, dummy. I don't know, man. I don't know what be wrong with these dudes. It's scary. Like, I mean, legitimately, us black men, especially the old uneducated ones like him, because he looked like he was pushing 50. Those black men
60.
are or pushing 60, excuse me. Those are the scariest black men because they've been stupid for so long. Like they've been stupid since the 80s. Like that's scary. Like, do you know how crazy you gotta be to be dumb since the 60s? And not to mention that you have all of this information that at your hands. Like you got your phone. You can learn anything, do anything, be educated on anything in this world. You don't even got to go to college to be educated. You can literally educate yourself. And yet with all of that privilege that we have, these black men still choose to be stupid. I don't know what to say.
And
It's
Tory
embarrassing.
Lanez, not,
Can I?
not only did he do what he did to Meg, which was an abomination, and I'm glad he's in jail for it. I think that are they not considering that he was abusive to other male artists and harassed other people? He's not a good person. It's not just that what he did to Meg, which was horrible, criminal, but he's done other things. I'm trying to think.
Yep.
Who was that young man who was dating
August
or dealing with
Alsina.
Jada?
August Alsina
Yes,
is the one that
exactly.
he beat up.
I saw the video. He abused and harassed that man and attacked him for no reason. And the guy was just walking to the door, walking out the arena, and he attacked this guy for absolutely no reason. I saw the video. And he has this whole entourage, Tory Lanez, that they were like egging him on to harass August Alsina, and August wasn't doing anything. It was just walking out, walking to the door. Tory's a terrible person, horrible person.
I agree. All right, let me go up here next to Madonna, and then we'll go down to Brown Sugar.
Hi everyone. I just want to answer the prompt. I don't think that Meg Thee Stallion is a pick-me. She's actually the opposite of that. But I think, like every woman, we're programmed to want to get married, to fall in love. And I think she fell for that, especially because she entered her 30s. And I think it was just a moment of, I want a genuine relationship. I believe it's possible. But even for me, the same is like, she's a woman who is always valued herself, had a career, has her stuff together, a fighter. She fought all her life. So she's not possibly a pick-me, but it's more, she was hurt publicly. So she's just a woman, an independent woman who gave love a chance. And to me, love doesn't exist. That fairy tale doesn't exist. And I think her example is showing us in public that we can do no good. It doesn't matter what you do. Even if you do change from being independent to wanting to submit, to wanting to be all those things these men want us to be, they will still find a way to hurt you and then remind you of your past or when you used to be independent. So it doesn't matter what you do. It doesn't matter what you do. They're going to do what they're going to do. And then when they hurt you, they're going to stand together to stomp you. And that's what we also seen. The man came up here and is now talking, is now trying to redirect the energy of and like conceal the fact that a woman that generally tried to go after these men's criteria, like being submissive, being good to men, valuing a man, even making a song about him, got hurt for no fucking reason. For no fucking reason, just because. And they can't, like what men do, they collectively always try to save their image by by insulting a woman. Now, Beyonce to me is a pick-me. To me, is a pick-me because she stands with this man, even though he disrespected her multiple times. Maybe she has she's somebody who just is very I don't know if she's materialistic or she has ulterior motives, and that's why she's I don't know, but her story is different. But in the case of Megan, it's a very, very interesting case because that's what happens to a lot of women who decide to never ever commit to a man again.
Hey, all right. Thank you so much, Madonna. I appreciate you, sis. And I definitely agree with the things that you said as well. And I appreciate you coming up. I'm sorry, Brown Sugar. I got a quick question to ask Queen Jayla. Jayla, can you tell me how long you been married, Queen Jayla?
I'm not married, but I'm in a relationship.
Okay, how long you been in the relationship that you're in?
About 5-6 months.
Okay. So my question is that what do you think or expect to gain from being a pick-me and putting down other women the way you're doing in these comments? It's
Who did I
really
put down?
unattractive. It's
I
really
didn't put
gross.
down anybody.
Yes, you did. And I can't imagine dick eating men to this degree and not being married already. Because I find that when I ask y'all, the women like yourself that are the biggest pick-me's and meat riders and glazers
Okay.
of all time, y'all never have a husband. Y'all never are married. Y'all never have a husband. So I want y'all to know that you being a pick-me and you being in here and saying all this goofy stuff that you're doing, it's not going to get you no man and it's not going to get you no husband. And I guarantee you that whoever you with right now for these 5 months, he won't be your husband either.
I don't care. I don't have
mark
high
my
expectations
word.
for men.
You can take this today hold on, let me tell you. And this is coming from somebody who is a wife and has been married for, it'll be 20 years very soon. Let me tell you, what's today, y'all?
I don't see being married as a flex.
Today at April 29th at, what is it for most people, Eastern Standard Time, 11 a.m., that you won't get married to this person that you with. And if you ever manage to find a man that will marry you, what you will do is be mistreated even worse than these women that you're talking about. You're an absolute disgrace, honestly. And I'm tired of playing games with y'all because in 2026, there's no reason for a black woman to sit there and put down other black women on the defense of black men, because where do you see, especially looking at you, I'm seeing you, I'm seeing your hair, I'm seeing your glasses, I'm seeing your complexion. Where do you think that there would be a group full of black men here on TikTok offering to go against black men for black women? Where do you see that happening at? Nowhere. So ask yourself why you're engaging in a behavior that is not ever done collectively by black men. Not even by 90%. I'm not saying that there aren't any black men that would do that, but the chances are very slim. I just don't understand the mentality of some of y'all. It's very weird. It's very strange.
Well, okay. Yeah. I don't really care to get married. I don't have high expectations for men.
Okay. So then why are you in here glazing men then?
Nobody's glazing. It comes to a point where we have to question somebody's discernment. Simple search of Klay Thompson.
Your discernment as to why you keep giving up.
If you look up Klay Thompson's dating history,
why can't we ask you, why do you keep
he's
giving
cheated
up your
on
pussy?
every person
Why
he
do
was
you
with?
keep giving up your vagina and you don't have anybody? And none of these men are
He's
willing
quite
to stick
literally
around.
cheated on
Why
every
don't you answer that for me? Why do you keep giving up that pussy and you don't have a man willing to stick around? Why are they just getting what they get and dropping you back off at whatever place that they got you from? I think that that's something that we can focus on. Why don't you focus on yourself first? As to why you can't make that, why you can't do what you're putting on these other women to do. Why can we think about that first? Why don't we focus on you? And you see how it's not funny when people break down your own choices. But like I said, yeah, what's this person? Scorp says, I'm getting defensive. What would I be getting defensive for? Or are you talking to me? Like, this don't apply to me. So what would I be getting off topic for? Like I said, I have a problem with black women specifically always trying to put down other black women. Like, I don't like that. I don't like it. And I think it's disgusting. And I didn't say anything about her dating history. But go ahead, Brown Sugar. Let me add these people that are waiting. Go ahead, Brown Sugar. Sorry about that.
No, you're good. I don't like that Meg is getting all this flack for her decisions. I think as women we have to be more sisterly like. We've all made decisions that we're not proud of, and I think this is a moment where we don't judge her, especially she didn't do anything crazy. Like I said, she didn't get pregnant. The worst thing that she did was cook. I'd rather her cook than leave a relationship with the child and not be married to a man. At the end of the day, she still has her self-respect intact. She still has her businesses. She's still going to be performing shows. She's still going to be dropping music. So I don't understand why she's getting all this hatred for her. But I think that us as women, we can learn from her, and I hope that she can learn from this situation as well. And I don't like the bashing and this and that. Oh, I would have done it this way. Man, y'all be lying sometimes. And I feel like, like the lady was saying, I don't have much high hopes for a man. Why are you with one? I don't have high hopes for them, and I don't engage with them in any shape or fashion. I don't even want to talk to them because of how low I think of them until I find that right one. But if you don't believe in love, why are you engaging? Why are you having sex with dudes that you don't think highly of? Because that's low vibrational. And I'll land right there.
I definitely agree, because she just said in the comment section that Meg Thee Stallion has poor discernment. And I'm just wondering, is that the pot calling the kettle black? Because isn't it poor discernment to engage with men and to have intercourse with them like she's doing? And she's saying that she doesn't have high hopes or respect for men. I think that the picture, sorry, I'm eating, y'all. The picture of poor discernment is to sit there and give your body to somebody that you think is less than. That'll make no sense. Nate, let me block you, Ashley. Let me block you, sir. Bye-bye. You will never be in my space again, Grandpa. Okay, let me go next up here to Bald Blackbeard. Let me set your timer, sir. Go ahead.
All right. So basically, I'm not here to bash anybody. Essentially, I do agree it's about bad discernment. When you say the other person who was commenting, she's dealing with men and all of that, she's not looking for marriage from this guy. So what you're looking for is a part of your discernment. Meg is looking for marriage in a dude who's cheated on every single woman in his life. Even in her relationships, Meg has cheated on most of the dudes who she's been with.
You have no idea if she's done that. Stop
yes,
that.
we do.
What man told you that? What man said that?
It's not even about a man.
Who said it?
Look at what did Party say? Why did Party make a whole song about her?
What did
Party make a whole song about?
So you said all the dudes. What's the other dudes? So you said one.
The other dudes
what's the other dudes?
Even if she didn't cheat with all the dudes on that picture.
Exactly. You don't have none.
All the dudes on that.
You don't have none. You don't have none. I got you. Shut up. Because, and this is what I'm saying, you have these, he's already bald-headed, so you already know that God doesn't like him. He's smited. That's the reason why he don't got no hair on his head. But right there, Party, if he was so upset about Meg Thee Stallion supposedly cheating on him, which I don't believe, why was after the news hit of her breaking up with Clay, he was on Instagram singing Jagged Edge, He Can't Love You, and talking about he made another subliminal that he wanted her back. Huh? So what are we really talking about? And there are no other men that have said that. Can you really trust the man that got broke up with? Please stop. Like, at least have some type of like factual basis to what you're saying, other than the